Hello students, today we are going to discuss informal letters. You know, letters are a written form of communication between one person and another. There are two types of letters, formal letters and informal letters. Formal letters may be official letters, they may be business letters, or they may be an application. Informal letters may be written to members of your family, maybe your relatives, your friends, or any other acquaintances. Acquaintances means anybody whom you know. So, these are formal and informal letters. Now, remember one thing. Whenever you are at home, when you are talking to your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, or your friends, your neighbor, your tone, your vocabulary is different. As soon as you go to school and you talk to your teachers, or you talk to your principal, or you go to an organization, or you go to an institution, you are talking to an officer, your tone, your vocabulary becomes completely formal. So we know that formal letters have a different kind of tone than the informal ones. The informal can have a more casual form of writing and vocabulary. Now let us discuss the layout or format of an informal letter. Let's see. Now, informal letters, as you know, are written to your family, your relatives, your friends. So, we know that whenever we are going to begin with a letter, we have to first write an address. And if you are confused in which address is to be written first, remember one simple way of remembering. You yourself are the most important person in this world, suppose. So write your address or the writer's address. So first we are going to write the sender's address. So sender's address is written first. Suppose I take an example here. I divide this page into two parts. So here suppose we are going to write the sender's address. Suppose this is the house number. Then we can have a street, and then we can have a colony, and finally suppose the city is New Delhi. So this is your own address. Now don't apply any kind of comma, please. At the end, don't apply any kind of comma or a full stop, because we are going to follow the block format. So we are going to rub these commas here, and next we know very well that it is the date. But one thing is to be remembered here, that don't write DATE word. Directly write, suppose it is 9th July, suppose 9th of July 2020. You can also apply a comma here. You can also use another system where it is July 9th and it is 2020. Both the forms are correct. You can take up any standard form of writing the date. Next, after this, you don't have to write the subject or the receiver's address, because this is an informal letter. So we are going to skip those two, and after that we are going to directly come to salutation. So I am going to write here salutation. Now what can you write in salutation here in informal letters? You can write my dear friend, or dearest Mani, or dearest, so my dear father, my dear mother, any such kind of salutation which shows that you are a near and dear one. So suppose we write here dear Mani. This is our salutation here. I am going to put an arrow here. This is the date and this is the sender's address. So this is the salutation. After the salutation, we can just begin with the body of the letter. Now remember, the body of the letter is the main part of the letter and it is divided into 3 paragraphs. So at least 3 paragraphs should be written in the body of the letter. First paragraph, second paragraph and third paragraph. What is written in the first paragraph? First paragraph is your introductory paragraph where you are going to discuss about the whereabouts of the person, and then you can briefly mention the purpose of writing a letter. Suppose you are writing, this is introductory paragraph. Suppose you are writing a letter to invite your friend on your birthday, then you can write that it has been a long time since I have heard from you, and how are you? I hope you are in your best health and mood, and I would like to invite you on my birthday. So in short, a little hint about the purpose and about the whereabouts. Then we are going to move to the second paragraph where we are going to discuss the purpose in detail. So the next paragraph or the middle paragraph is telling us the purpose. The purpose is to be described in detail. So what you have to discuss here, that whether everything about that you have planned to organize your birthday in a grand manner this time. What is the venue? What is the time? Date you know very well. It would be the birthday date. So everything, and how many people have been invited. Everything. Is there something special? Is there any theme that you have planned? So the purpose would describe everything in detail. This is the most important part of a letter. After that, you are going to close the letter. So this is the closing paragraph. This is the closing paragraph. Here, you can wrap up your letter by saying that you would be eagerly waiting for your friend and it would be a very nice surprise for your parents. You can also write that give my love to youngers and regards to elders. So such kind of patterns are very common when you are writing the closing paragraphs. Now we are going to end the letter with a complimentary close. What is complimentary close? The last is complimentary close. So what is it? As you know very well, we write yours lovingly or yours affectionately for the informal letters, because we are writing somebody who is a loved one. So I would like to rub here, and we are going to, this is the first paragraph here, this is the second paragraph, and this is the third paragraph. Please begin all the paragraphs from the margin itself, okay? Then we are going to write the complimentary close. And so here it is, yours lovingly. Remember here, Y is capital and L is small. Y is capital and L is small. One more you can write, not one more here, but one more option is there. Yours affectionately. I would create some gap here. Affectionately, and then at the end you just write your name. You don't require to write your surname. As you know, the person is well known to you, the surname is not at all required. Thus, this is the way in which we write the informal letters. I hope you would have understood this very well. Now, after this video, I am also going to send you 2 examples so that you will get a little or a fair idea about how to write informal letters. Okay, keep practicing.